What is going on, guys? It's JCTV here, back at it again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the top 5 WWE superstars I want to see in WWE 2K20. So let's get right into it. So coming at the number 5 spot, I would have to give it to Yosh. Now, she didn't make it last year, but her friend Kairi Sane did make it into last year's game. So I would like to see her make a addition to this year's game. I would like to put some of her moves into my superstars, just because her moves are awesome. All her matches that I've seen at the takeovers and a couple episodes of NXT here and there, they've been really good, and I've enjoyed mostly all her matches. I haven't seen one bad match. But that match with Candice LeRae was a really good match, and if you haven't went and seen that match, you should. But she is very innovative within the ring. I love her style, so it would be a good addition to the WWE 2K20 roster. So coming in at the number 4 spot, I would have to give it to another NXT women's wrestler, and that is Bria Ripley. Now, watching her within NXT UK and then their takeovers, she was the first women's champion for NXT UK. Hopefully they do include the NXT UK roster in this year's game, because she's badass. I love her style, and it's something different from the normal superstar mold for a women's wrestler. They're all kind of tiny, kind of mid-size. But she's a beast and a tank, and I like her style of wrestling. And again, some of her moves would make good moves for custom superstars, but mostly just her inclusion for like when I run Universe mode next year, and possibly she could be featured in the showcase. Maybe, I don't think she would, but for my career would be a good addition to fight her. Give you some more matches against a tougher competition, and also help refine like move sets, because everybody has the same moves, and maybe some of her signature moves would be cool to put in your move set. But I hopefully her and the rest of the NXT UK can be put in the roster this year. She is one of my favorite women's wrestlers at this point. Love her moveset, love her theme song. She's really good. So coming at the number 3 spot, I would have to give it to Tommaso Ciampa. Now, last year he purposely did not sign the WWE 2K release form, I would say, but because he wasn't getting paid enough or something along those lines. But last year he didn't do that. So a lot of the top creations were Tommaso Ciampa. So this year, hopefully, he did sign the contract, considering he was one of the biggest stars in NXT, one of the best people to put on a match with last year. So hopefully, he signs that contract this year, so we can get Tommaso Ciampa as a playable superstar, because he was badass last year. I loved every match he put together with Johnny Gargano, and I'd like to recreate some of those matches this year in WWE 2K20. Because, and it's just like, because he needs to be in the game for to make sense for like some matches, like, so we don't have to have a custom superstar. I want like a real facial texture on my superstar that looks realistic, and it doesn't look like an image, and I want him in the game. He's one of my favorite superstars out of every roster in WWE 2K and in the game 2K, because there's our retired rosters and the actual NXT Raw SmackDown roster. But I do prefer him to play as him when I'm on my online playing a lot. I usually play as Tommaso Ciampa, so it'd be nice to have him in an actual 2K made CAW or just wrestler in general. So that was the number 3 spot. Let's move into the 2nd spot. Coming at the number 2 spot, I would have to give it to Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross has really impressed me in this past year that she's been called up from NXT, especially with her work with Alexa Bliss. It's been the funniest stuff on Raw, and she's really entertained me in this past year. She surprisingly, I mean, I miss the crazy gimmick, but for what she's doing now that's actually still entertaining. That tells me something about a wrestler, that their skills are unlimited, that they can go from being a crazy person to being more goofy kind of character. That really shows something. I think the same thing happened to her last year. She did not sign the WWE 2K release or whatever. So it'd be really nice to see her this year. Same thing with Tommaso Ciampa. I'd like a superstar with 2K's graphics and actually made it over somebody on creations. It's not knocking people on creations. I just prefer it that way. But she really capitalizes the ring. I really enjoy her matches. I haven't seen a bad match. I haven't seen a great match from her, but I see potential in her. She did really good winning those tag titles recently. But she needs to be in 2K20 so we can have the Bliss and Cross connection or whatever they're called. It might be just called Bliss and Cross. I don't know. But she needs to be in 2K20 so we can have some more, like maybe recreate Sanity or something along those lines. She needs to be in 2K20. For the last person that I want in 2K20, that is Buddy Murphy. Last year we got his moves slash his entrance, if you want to call his old entrance his entrance, but we got him in last year's game essentially without the actual person. Hopefully this year he gets into the game. He is one of the superstars that I personally didn't see much potential in, but he's proven to be wrong within this past year, with on 205 Live capturing that championship. Now he's on SmackDown and an actual good storyline, but there was a period where he wasn't in good storylines, but now he is, and now I'm really excited to see what happens with Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy is practically the only one I enjoy watching on SmackDown. As of late, he just beat Daniel Bryan, and he's just been really entertaining moveset wise. Not so much on the mic because we haven't really heard much, but he's been really good on all areas that they throw him in storyline wise. But I do want to see him in 2K20 because that would be the person I would personally pick for like a real superstar league, or just pick to play online in general with. So this was my personal top 5 list. So tell me who you want in the game in the comments below. But before we do go, I am terribly sorry if the audio is kind of fucked on here. My phone is broken, so don't be upset about that. Yeah. So this has been JCTV, and peace out.